What is going on, YouTube? Welcome back to another trade recap here on the channel. Let's get this over with pretty quickly. I gotta go to the gym, gotta meet up with some people. But before we start off the video, make sure you guys like, subscribe, and turn on the bell post notifications. And comment down below if you took a trade today, won or lost, break even, let me know. And make sure you guys follow the other socials, TikTok and Instagram. The link will be in the description below. Then, if you guys want to join my free Discord, I live trade every single day, post my daily buys there as well. Feel free to join. It's completely free. Link is in the description. Join up. It will be amazing to have you guys there if you haven't already. And if you guys are looking to get an account with Alpha Futures or Lucid Trading, make sure you guys use code JC at your checkout to support your boy and to save some money on your purchases. So let's get into this trade recap. I took 2 trades today. Ended up break even on the day, made around like 22 bucks a day. Here are the executions for the trade, and I'm gonna go over every single one of them. This was a B minus setup after like some time went by, and then this is honestly an A plus setup that ended up being a break even to losing trade, unfortunately. So let's get over on to price action today. So daily time frame, what do I see? Okay, we're pretty much still bearish. We could potentially be bullish today. Reason being is because we have previous day's high also being this daily fair value gap right here that could easily be a draw today and, to send us lower. But if we were going to be bearish today, which I was bearish, drawn liquidity was this daily low right here. Then we have these 4-hour lows, which is also on the hourly swing lows, and this hourly intermediate low right there, right? So what I was looking for, so like I said on the daily, we could be either bearish or bullish today, either to fill in that daily fair value gap or to come down and take out my draw here, which I honestly just wanted to see us take out these draws. But here on the 4-hour, what do I see? What do I notice? Okay, so we delivered from this 4-hour gap, right? Pretty nicely. Then we tapped into this 4-hour here, displaced lower. Then there's this tiny little 4-hour right here. We tapped into it and displaced lower. Now, if you look to the left, you see that we have inverted the last standing 4-hour bearish fair value gap here. It wasn't at this candle here. It was at this candle right here. You can see that we inverted it. So what is this telling me? Looking here, we're respecting bullish. And looking over here, since we inverted that last 4-hour gap, that's the only thing in our way from, going lower, got inverted, got disrespected. So bearish, we are respecting bearish and disrespecting bullish. And this 4-hour gap here really did it for me to be bearish today and how we were respecting these gaps here. Now, what I wanted to see for shorts is here. You can see on the hourly time frame, this is London highs, which is also an hourly intermediate high. Here we have Asia highs up here and so on, right? Oh my God, my thing's about to die. I gotta put it to charge. But what I wanted to see for shorts is I wanted to see market open, take out this hourly intermediate high, and see shorts. I also posted in my Discord here. Honestly, my bias was not on point like that, but it was on point where we tap into it, we take out the hourly intermediate high, tap into the high time frame gap being the hourly gap, see shorts from there, or if there's like no entry from there, we see a continuation from a 5 or 15 minute fair value gap from there. So that's what I wanted to see. And this hourly intermediate high is also my condition. And why is this my condition? Now, obviously, I'm still pretty bearish on the day. I want to see shorts, but you never know what market can do. It's honestly just the market does what it wants to do. This hourly intermediate high here is now also a condition, being if we see displacement through it and see a continuation higher, that could be a sign that we want to be bullish and we could target these draws up here. But if we come up, take it, and then see the shorts, I know that my bearish bias is right. I'm on the right side of the market, and I can take some shorts. So, yeah, that's my short scenario for today. And yeah. So let's get into price action. Going to bar replay. So right here, market open does what? We come down a little bit and then we pump up. We tap into the hourly intermediate high. Now, like I said, that hourly intermediate high, what is my condition? And we start displacing through it on the 1 minute time frame, right? And I'm like, okay, since we are displacing through this, I don't want to be completely bullish here. That's why I want another condition, being this 5 minute fair value gap that we have right here. Now, what is this 5 minute going to tell me? It's that what if this, if this, then that statement. If we tap into this 5 minute here, because we did edge Asia highs, we didn't take it out yet. If we tap into it and see longs from here, okay, we're going to be bullish today, and we can take longs. We can take a long entry. But if we inverse this gap, I know that, okay, my bias is right. I'm on the right side of the market, and we're going to get some shorts, right? So what ends up happening? We end up tapping into this 5 minute, but we don't get any long entries from here. Now I'm looking to short. What do we see here? We have this 5 minute gap here. Now, before there was this 3 minute here, and like I've said in some of my videos before that I don't like taking 5 and 4 minute inversion for value gaps because they give me a lower win rate and they're like less probable to play out. Now, I could have realistically taken this 3 minute gap here, but that's only if we didn't have those conditions being this 5 minute, because I wanted to see what we were going to do with this 5 minute. So it would be very, very risky to take this 3 minute here because we'd be in the 5 minute. And if we were to see a long entry from there, I would have been cooked. So this 5 minute is honestly just very logical and very, a very safe play to take, because we'd also, if you look on the hourly, if it loads, we're wicking it, right? At that time. So I want to see this 5 minute get inverted, but what do? We don't inverse this bitch. I got so mad, bro. I didn't get pissed, but I crashed out, right? I wanted to take these 5 minute shorts, boom, like around here. But what ends up happening? We don't inverse this gap right here. We were like 5 points from inversing this gap, and it didn't want to, right? I guess it just didn't want to give us the entry because we knew we'd just win, right? But yeah, ended up not happening. And what I was thinking is, okay, since we did deliver from this hourly intermediate high, a 5 minute continuation is valid because it is sponsored. This leg is sponsored from this hourly intermediate high. So I wanted to see a 5 minute gap get opened up and see some shorts from, right? So here, I'm pretty sure we create this 5 minute gap right here. Let me mark it out so you guys can have some visual thingies. Five minute, boom, boom, boom. And here we ended up tapping into this 5 minute. And we get, I'm pretty sure we get the highest time frame for value gap, which is this 2 minute, which is 2 minute does go inverse. Now, a couple things that I was like super iffy about this trade is that this 5 minute gap here is the most premiumed. We do have like these here, but like we're not going to come up here after we inverse that and get this huge displacement leg. So yes, we could have taken this. I did take this 2 minute gap, 2 minute inversion, but I feel like this was just not enough at the time. But I still took this. I still wanted to take a stab at it, and I did. I entered right when we inverted it. Stop loss at this wick high right here, and I aimed for a 1 to 2 risk to reward, like literally a little bit below the 1 hour intermediate low that I was targeting. I was going to go break even at the swing low here. And a couple things happened here, right? So I was also like in the live saying, okay, if we get this 2 minute CISD here, I think it's a done deal. But I look at the 1 minute time frame, and what do I see? Okay, let me go a little bit more. It is 10:13. Yes, we did get that CISD. Yes, I was getting a little bit more comfortable with the trade, a little bit more confident. But what do I see here? That we have LR at my stop loss, like leading to my stop loss. And right now it is 10:13, and we have 2 minutes until this 15-minute fair value gap unfilled opens up. Now, what am I thinking here? Okay, I logically want to get out of this trade because I know through past data, I know through back testing, this stop loss is 100% not protected, and that this stop loss will get visited and will get absolutely raped, right? It will absolutely rape my stop loss, which I know it will, because of like like I think about it like this as well. Is like if I want to try to long, this is the perfect place. Like if we were coming out of a high time frame for that gap, whatever, this would be perfect because we have LR leading up to that unfilled high time frame for value gap. So I know that my stop loss. Okay, scratch all that. My stop loss is not protected. We have LR leading up to the potential 15-minute gap that we're about to open up. And what ends up happening, 10:15 open up. We open up that 15-minute, and like I said, we have LR leading up to that 15-minute. And I exited around like right here for like $15 in profit. And what ends up happening? Boom, absolutely graped. So I saved myself a loss today, thankfully. So these are the type of setups that I'm going to stop taking as well because they are not, it was like, at the time, it was all right. But then as time went by and we were going to open up this 15-minute, it was just super improbable that this trade will play out. And there was people in my chat being like, yo, why'd you exit? This is going to play out, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, no, bro, this is not going to play out. And it didn't, right? It was I guess you could say my break-even trade to losing trade. So yeah, ended up mitigating a loss here. But now, this is such an A-plus condition right here. Since we took out that LR, we are inside of a high time frame for value gap right here. I want to look for shorts from here because our draws on liquidity are still intact, and we're just super bearish on the day after what happened up here and here. And like I said in my bias, if we don't get an entry, we'd see a retrace and then short. What are we getting right here? We didn't get the entry here, unfortunately, but we got the retrace into a high time frame gap being the 15-minute, and we're getting this short entry being this 3-minute inversion. Now, I entered at this 3-minute inversion, stop loss at the body candle closure right here, risking around 300. Break even still at this swing at this low because now this is like low resistance. For a 1 to 2 risk to reward, and it's like a bit below that hourly intermediate low. And yeah, honestly, this is such an A-plus setup. We're also reacting from CISD from here, which is like a thing one of my Discord members pointed out for me, which is honestly, it was nice, an added confluence to this. So yeah, we get this 3-minute inversion. We take out that LR. We tap into the high time frame gap. We're doing what I said we were probably going to do on my daily bias. And I'm ready to enter it. Like I said, stop loss here, break even there, TP here. Right? We ended up taking out my break even point. I go break even, risk-free trade, amazing. I'm like, okay, this trade is going to play out. There's no way this trade does not play out because it's such an A-plus setup. And here you can see that, okay, we're low-key kind of, wicking this low. We're kind of slowing down here. And we ended up getting break even. But the great thing is that this break even was to a losing trade. So I honestly today executed very well, very flawlessly. Trade management, trade risk, and risk management today was on point today. I really like the way that I managed both of these trades today because both of them were going to be a losing trade. Unfortunately, A-plus setups do fail. You will see A-plus setups fail, right? There's no saying that. And yeah, unfortunately, this failed. I don't know the reason why this failed. This is just honestly an A-plus setup. I'm super bearish on the day. But market does what it wants to do for real. So I took the best setup that I can, which was this. This setup was honestly a B-. This is an A-plus setup to me. I would take this 10 out of 10 times. And yeah. Now, a few things that I could have done better is honestly just take this, go for my 1-to-1, which is like around here. Boom. I could have just gotten out for a $250 day. But I wanted my 2R, so I guess you could say I got a little bit greedy, but I'm just super confident that this hourly intermediate low is getting taken and that the daily low here would get taken out as well. So I'm not going to complain. And yeah, so I think I didn't miss anything. That would conclude the trade recap for today. If you guys liked, make sure you guys like the video. And yeah, God bless you all. Honestly, today was just PA was super solid. Literally, I predicted what was probably going to happen here. We've got no entry. But yeah, whatever. I'm just not going to glaze myself right now. But yeah, A plus. Oh yeah, also something I wanted to add to make this even more A plus is that ES also followed suit, meaning that NASDAQ and ES were perfectly correlated today, and they both inverted that 3-minute gap. Let me pull up them side by side. They were both correlated today, making conditions today even better, right? It makes conditions even better knowing that both assets, both NQ and ES, are correlated and have the same exact objective. Just makes this trade even better, even more A++. So that's something I just wanted to add in, is that both the NASDAQ and ES were perfectly correlated today. And yeah, so that'll conclude the trade recap, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching until the end here. This video is 16 minutes long, but honestly, such a great day to, make this video. I'll see you guys on the next trade recap. God bless you all and trade safe.